Alexander the Great, exactly. Now, as I want to explain it to you, Fatima Zahra Keshwani, I want you to read this paragraph first.
Okay, second.
Try to read it without mistakes.
Alexander the Great is regarded as one of the most powerful rulers in history. He was the
Ruler.
king of Macedonia from
Macedonia.
300 Macedonia from
Macedonia.
Macedonia from 336 BCE to 323 BCE. During the
During
he
the,
region
what is region? The spelling of region is Region. This is Reign. What is this? Where were
reign.
you yesterday when I was reading? Where were you? Now, how will you speak if I write the word Rain?
Reign. During the reign, he constant sorry
Conquered.
contoured contoured the Persian Empire,
Persian
Babylon,
Empire.
special empire, Babylon, and large tracts of Asia. He finally died of malaria at the
Malaria.
malaria at the age of 32. Let's read a poem correcting
What?
Alexander's.
Poem? What
Let's
is that after poem?
let let's read a poem
Charting.
char- charting Alexander's life.
Okay. So, students, you see how much do you have to improve in the reading? Now I'm explaining here. After completing this, I will ask the question to at least 7 girls. Be ready. Anyone can be asked. If you will leave right now, I will watch the recording, I will read the name, and for you, I will give to write this 7 times to write in the rough book. Alexander the Great is regarded as one of the most powerful ruler in the history. Now, like there were many kings in the different states, countries. Like that, Alexander was also a king, but he was very powerful. He had a big army of soldiers. He had many states and cities under him on which he was ruling. So he was very powerful ruler. Ruler means the one who rules. He was the king of Macedonia from 336 BCE to 323 BCE. That is before Christ era, BCE. So he was the king of Macedonia. First, he was the king of Macedonia. He was the main king of Macedonia. He ruled on Macedonia from in the given time. During his rule, he conquered the Persian Empire, Babylon, and the large tracts of Asia. Now, I want to ask the question: what is Asia? Who will tell me?
Asia is the country.
No.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Continent.
Yes. How many continents are there?
Seven. Largest continent in the world.
Asia is
Seven.
the,
Largest continent in the world.
and which is the smallest one?
Australia.
Yes. Australia is the smallest continent. It is like an
Antarctica.
island covered with the water on all the sides. Okay. So here Alexander was a great and a very powerful king. His planning and everything was very great. So he always won every battle. He conquered. Conquered means to win something after fighting. He conquered Persian Empire, Babylon, and even the large part of Asian country. India is the part of Asian continent, right?
Yes.
Now he finally died of malaria. See, students, nowadays malaria is very common. We have the medicines for everything. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, because of what malaria
That's
happens to us? Because of mosquito. Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So, see, students, nowadays malaria is very common. Even a small child, if he is suffering or she is suffering from malaria, doctor will give the medicine within 3 to 4 days. That child will be all right. But during those days, there were no medicines for such diseases. So he died because of malaria. See, such a powerful, great king, and he died because of malaria. And at what age did he die?
32.
Don't you think, girls, 32 is very small age?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, crossing the 30 is very small age. Like, you see, your sir is 24. So he was just a few years elder than me when he just died. But you know, guys, he started ruling, he started fighting from around the age of 13 or 14. Just imagine when he was just 1 year elder than you people. When he was just in 6th or 7th standard, he started winning the battle. So, how powerful he will be, just imagine. So, let us read the poem, let us see how his life was. Now, any doubts in this paragraph, then you can say yes, sir. If no, then don't speak anything. I will wait if you have any doubt. You people read the paragraph in your mind. Don't read it loudly. I'll give you 1 minute. Read it properly. Okay, Saima,
Yes, sir.
as your friends and you yourself don't have any doubt, do one thing. Saima, explain these 3 to 4 lines of paragraph again. Let's see how much you have the explaining skills. Will you be able to do that?
Okay, sir. Alexander the Great as one of the most powerful ruler in history. It means Alexander was the most powerful ruler in history.
Right.
He was the king of Macedonia from 336 BCE to 323 BCE. He was ruling and he was the king of Macedonia from 336 BCE to 323 BC. During the reign, he conquered the Persian Empire, Babylon, and large tracts of Asia. While he was ruling, he conquered a Persian Empire, Babylon, and large tracts of Asia. He finally died of malaria at the age of 32. Alexander died of malaria at the age of 32. Let's see the poem starting Alexander's life.
Okay, good try. Saima, call out another name. Who you think will be able to explain this paragraph again?
Imshia Bohra.
If they don't answer you within one, just call out another name. Count them absent. Saima, am I audible?
Sakina Imran Abbas Timani.
Yes, sir.
Sakina, please explain the first paragraph before the poem again.
The best ever military commander means he was a military.
Sakina, don't start explaining the poem. The paragraph before the poem, beta. Why don't you understand English language properly?
The best ever military commander was a young
What is your
king
name?
named Alexander.
What is your name? Beta, don't start explaining poem. The poem starts from here. You have to explain the paragraph before the poem. Please start speaking in
Alexander,
English so that you people understand English.
Alexander the Great is regarded as one of the most powerful rulers in history. He
Rulers
was
in history. At least read properly.
the king of he was the king of Macedonia from 336 BCE to 323 BCE.
Just
During
read
his
नहीं करना है
reign,
बेटा. Just read नहीं करना है. आपको explain भी करना है.
Alexander the Great is regarded as one of the most powerful rulers in history.
Rulers
Means
in the history. How many times to repeat?
Alexander the Great means that he was a great king of Macedonia and most powerful.
Okay.
And his history
What is
in
BCE?
history, sir, I don't know.
अभी अभी तो मैंने समझाया था. तभी सो रहे थे. Punishment do? Do you need punishment?
No,
समझाना जब स्टार्ट किया था उससे पहले ही बोला था आई विल आस्क द क्वेश्चन यस और नो.
sir. सर मेरा नेट प्रॉब्लम है 2 मिनट में वापस आई.
You have the ready excuses. BCE means before Christ era. Saima,
Yes, sir.
now help us to explain poem. For the poem, please read the first stanza.
The best ever military commander was a young king named Alexander.
Okay. So here he is regarded as the best military commander. Now, military, military means where the soldiers are standing all together. It's known as military. Well, what do you mean by commander? Can anyone explain me the meaning of commander, please? Or can anyone try to explain?
Leader.
It is not necessary. हाँ
Who,
बेटा
who is the leader? Chief.
बेटा वन बाय वन. ये मार्केट नहीं है ना, सब्जी मार्केट नहीं है ना, स्कूल है.
Leader.
And
Army.
no.
Chief. Leader means जो है ना
I
हाँ,
said
uh,
no Hindi. No Hindi.
who is the who is the leader of the example for I have made my group. So in my
Okay.
group there is Saima is the leader like that.
Okay. So
Sir.
you are half. You are beta. Thank you. You are half right. He is a leader who leads the group, but commander gives the command to the group. Right?
Yes.
That is why it is commander. Like when you live in India, you know you are known as Indian. So when you are commanding someone, you are known as commander. बेटा सर बोल रहे हैं और आप बीच बीच में बोल रहे हो, कितना खराब लग रहा है. ये किसने आदत डाली आपके अंदर बीच बीच में बोलना? इंग्लिश मीडियम स्टूडेंट्स नेवर डू दिस. सर जब भी समझाने की ट्राई करें तो सुनना चाहिए, हर बार बोलना जरूरी नहीं है डियर. So Alexander knew how to give the best command. Because he was the best commander, he knew how to use his army and how to win every battle. And he was very young king. Young means small in the age. Like I said, when he was just of 13 or 14 years, he started ruling. So after that, he was known as Alexander the Great. See, from Macedonian city state, he was known as Alexander the Great. He was first the king of which place?
Macedonia.
Macedonia, yes. So when where he was the king of Macedonia, people used to call him Alexander the Great. So from Macedonia, so right from Macedonia, he was known as Alexander the Great. Right? Any doubts in these two stanza? Girls, you can ask me. I'll give you 1 minute. Read these 4 lines. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, I suppose girls have no doubts. Simon, continue reading from here.
Okay. The brave man. He had a brave man. He had a lot of bottle. A wise man who thought by Aristotle.
I think the second stanza is also highlighted.
He fought many battles and always won. His army never lost a single one.
Okay. Now, students, listen to me very carefully. Yeah? He was very brave man. He had a lot of bottle. Bottle means what? He was selling water bottle.
Courage.
Courage means what?
Strength.
No.
Strength. Strength.
I said no. Can't you listen? Courage means what?
Brave.
He he had that daring. He had the daring to fight with 10 people at a time. He was very courageous. He was very brave. Yes. So a lot of bottle means a lot of courage, a lot of bravery he had. A wise man too. Wise man means a person who can solve the problems very easily. Their mind is very sharp. It's known as wise. He was very wise man, taught by Aristotle. Aristotle was the teacher of Alexander. Who was the teacher of Alexander?
Aristotle.
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 Aristotle. Who was the teacher? Rohan sir.
Aristotle.
Rohan sir.
Aristotle.
No, no, no. Rohan sir was teacher of Alexander. Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
No, sir.
No.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Those who will say no, they will get 0 mark in the test. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Still, who is saying no?
Yes, yes.
मजाक कर रहा हूँ. Aristotle was the teacher of Alexander. He fought many battles and always won. His army never lost a single one. Now, students, from the day he started ruling, all the battles he won. He never lost any battle. He won all the battles. So he trained his army, he commanded his army so well that they never lost a single battle. Continue, Saima.
Okay. Turkey, Syria, and Egypt all fell, so did Babylon and Persia as well. But after 13 years of war, his men said they wanted to go home again.
Okay. Now these are the name of the places. We don't have to understand this anything. We have to just remember the names. Turkey, Syria, Egypt, Babylon, Persia. All these places were conquered, were captured, were covered by Alexander. He fought with the kings of all these places and he won all these places, right? So after 13 years of war, his men said they wanted to go home again. So they fought for how many years continuously?
13 years.
13 years.
Yes. They continuously fought for 13 years. Just imagine. Non-stop. One after the other. Okay, any doubts in these two paragraphs? These two stanzas?
No, sir.
See, people call it Turkey. It's not Turkey, it's Turkey. Yes, many are making the mistakes. I know that. But now when you are reading the hard words, you should even know how to speak that, how to pronounce it. It's Turkey. This is not Syria, this is Syria. Okay, in the last one, that was the end of the conquest and glory, and that's the end of the Alexander story. Now, when after 13 years of fighting, continuously fighting, his men, his army, his soldiers said that Alexander, the king, we are now tired. Now we want to meet our family after 13 years, obviously. So they all went home back, and that was the end of the ruling of Alexander. And after that, ever after, he never fought any battle. He put down his sword, he put down his weapon, and that was the end. And then he died because of malaria at the end. That was the end of the story of Alexander. Anyone, any doubts?
No, ma'am. Sorry,
It
no,
was
sir.
too easy. It was too easy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm giving you time. I'm giving you 5.5 minutes to learn the hard words and to learn the rhyming words. I gave you in the previous lecture. In these 5.5 minutes, you will learn how to pronounce the hard word also. So there should be a pin drop silence in the class. Just after the 5 minutes, I will start calling out the name and asking the questions.
Excuse me, sir.
Was it necessary to speak when I say it should be silent in the class?
नो सर लेसन नंबर 1 के बारे में पूछना है.
Not now. When I gave you the work of poem 2, why are you asking me the question related to lesson 1?
नो लेसन नंबर 1 इंग्लिश इज अ देन मीनिंग्स और नहीं है उसमें मीनिंग्स.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि अभी पोएम 2 का काम दिया है वो करो. Don't you understand
ओके
English? You can
ओके.
ask me the question, you can message me, you can call me in the evening. Girls, why am I giving you to learn here? Because hard words are the basic important thing. If you know the hard words, you can write the answers of everything. Your spelling will be correct. Your marks will not be deducted. That's the reason why I'm giving you to learn it here itself. Now, no one will speak, not even I. Let's see who will read and learn and make it fast. By now, your rhyming words or hard words, one of these things should be over. You should have started another thing. Yes, I think Miza Baloch. Who is this?
Yes, sir.
You have learned hard words as well as rhyming words.
Yes, sir.
I suppose 12 hard words and 5 rhyming words are there, right? Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yes, sir.
See, girls, you should avoid giving me the answers yes, sir, and no, sir. You can speak full sentence. Yes, sir, there are 12 hard words and 5 rhyming words. You are correct. Okay, now who else has completed? Type the message. Okay, Fatima Zehra Keshwani completed. Zehra Nayani completed. Sakina Bhimani completed. शकीना भीमानी आपने लिखा है सर फिनिश. सर अभी जिंदा है. सर माय वर्क इज फिनिश. मरियम बोडी वाला डन. वेरी गुड. साइमा हसमानी डन. पठान जहरा बानू डन. खलीजा दरिया नायानी सकीना. ओके. Don't write 2 times, just write 1 time your name. Okay. So Khadija Deria. Khadija Deria.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand the poem? When I explained you, did you understand the poem? Khadija, are you there? Hello? Why aren't you answering? Yes, Mahadwani Modesa. Madhwani Modesa.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand the poem?
Yes.
It is about whose life?
What, sir?
It is about whose life?
Alexander the Great.
Very good. And he was the king of which city?
Macedonian.
Macedonia. Okay. Do you know the spelling of Macedonia without looking into the
Yes.
book?
Yes.
So, what is the spelling? Hmm.
Macedonian.
Exactly. Fine. So, students, I hope that with the next lecture you will sit with the rough book. Perhaps I'm going to send you the reference to context of lesson 1 today itself so that you will be able to complete it in your fair book. And yes, we'll meet in the next lecture again. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Goodbye.
Excuse me, sir.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Bye,
Excuse
sir.
me, sir.
Bye, sir. Have a
Bye,
nice
sir.
day.
Johan, sir. Bye, sir. Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye, sir. Have a nice day.
दूसरा 12 थी अच्छी भी
अच्छी भी
और नीचे
तो
आलू
घर में
सेकंड
बैठी हैं तो घर में गए तो ऊपर Speaking English.
yes
Quick silence.
recording is on and shut up your mouth